Hello, I am Leo Laranjeira and welcome to my Operations Management Introductory course. In this lesson, we're going to see how to prioritize the areas for operations improvement. And we start with the operation strategy dynamics, which involves determining what the customers want and how we compare to our competitors. When we see what the customers want, we can determine the importance of each performance objectives. And by comparing ourselves to our competitors, we can see our performance on each objective. And by analyzing these two components together, we can determine our improvement priorities. We know that ideally we want to compete using the strong resources, what we are good at. That will be the perfect world. But the thing is that it is not always that the customers value exactly what we're good at. And this is where comes the reconciliation of market needs and operations capabilities. And this reconciliation basically involves setting the operations priorities, comparing customer needs. We know, and from the last lesson, we saw it was order winners, qualifying, and last important factors. With the operations performance benchmarking, let's take a look at this performance benchmarking, which is actually very similar. It has a scale very similar to evaluating the customer needs. But here we classify the, the operating performance metrics on better than competitors, same as competitors, or worse than competitors. It is the same way, very similar. It consists on the evaluation on whether the achieved performance on the operations criteria, for example, cost, speed, if you're better, the same, or worse than competitors. And then we can get these two components together, our performance against competitors and the importance to the customers, and put it on a matrix. So here is the importance performance matrix. So here we have our performance against competitors, if you're worse than, same as, or better than, and the importance for customers, if it is less important, qualifying, or order winning. And then we can see that we have different areas. For example, if we are performing worse than competitors on an order winning component, then we have an urgent action. We need to do something about it. We need to prioritize it because we are performing very badly on something that the client values. On the other hand, on the opposite side, we have the excess, when we are better than competitors and something that the customers don't give any importance. And then we have something that we see that can be appropriate, the appropriate level on which we are at least the same as competitors, and the customers give some importance. We have an area that we can improve. One good question is what to do with the excess. An excess can be an opportunity for cost reduction because we are doing something, we are wasting resources, valuable resources, and something that the client is not willing to pay for. So then we can get rid of it or reduce its level so we can save some money. An opposite strategy would be just working from the marketing perspective and trying to to work towards making its importance to the market. But that's a different matter. So just in a step-by-step, let's take a look how can analyze operations. First, we can identify the organization's performance objectives. We identify those performance objectives on which the company wants to compete, such as product quality, engineering quality, product flexibility, cost, delivery speed, delivery dependability, flexibility, etc. Then we assess the importance of these selected criteria to customers using that 9-point scale that we saw before. And we can conduct a short survey with the clients, and they can give you their answers on what they value the most. And then we can also benchmark the operations against competitors using the 9-point performance scales that we have just seen. And then here we can rely on expert judgment from the team, or we can also survey the clients or doing some extended, more complex research. Then when we have the data from the importance and the performance, we can assemble the importance performance matrix. And from this matrix, we can prepare an action plan for improving our operations. So here, I provide you with some additional material. So there is this document from Professor Nigel Slack, the creator of the importance performance matrix, that explaining its use. The link is on the comments, so you can take a look and see more in depth how it works. Hope you enjoyed the lesson in this module. This was the last lesson of this module. And see you on the next one.